So last night, me and the boys were playing a little bit of a Detective Dream, figuring out if he actually said the N-word or not. And it was such a funny story because, you know, in the first, like, half of our research, we were convinced that he actually did say it. Now, actually, I'm saying this right now, I don't think Dream said the N-word. And not that, look, alright, whether or not Dream said the N-word or not on its own, maybe it's an issue that some of y'all care more about. I don't really care that much. I mean, I feel like most YouTubers have probably said wildly offensive shit behind the scenes and probably still do continue to do so to this day. So it would be weird for me to become like this big, like, you know, get on my moral high horse and be like, I can't believe Dream would say the N-word when, you know, let's just be real, all right? A lot of, you know, not saying myself necessarily, wink wink, but, you know, a lot of people like to throw around a lot of, you know, funny words around, you know, behind the scenes. So look, whether or not Dream said the N-word, all right, that's not really, like, I'm not really the one to, you know, care about that. However, it would have been funny had Dream been caught lying about saying the N-word, because of course with his drama with John Swan, you know, John lying for years about, or over a year for over trolling Dream. It would have just been funny if Dream had done the same thing, where he just set up this big elaborate lie about saying the N-word, you know, something relatively small and something that he could just, you know, get away with just by explaining it, just by being honest. It would have been funny if he had lied about that, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm more interested in the truth than, you know, funny irony. And the truth seems to be that Dream didn't lie about saying the N-word. It seems like he was actually set up, which is a weird thing to say because, you know, we're going to go through all the evidence, we're going to go through all the files and stuff, but first, let's just take a look at the footage right here. This is from Lieutenant Cobra. Somebody else tweeted this before Cobra did. Trust me, I would not be using Cobra. No offense to Cobra, but he's not a news source. He's a troll, so I'm not really going to be using him for my news source, but somebody else tweeted this before him. He just, you know, stole the tweet, and I'm just using it because it's easy to find.
Self as well.
Bop bop nigga.
Bop bop nigga.
So that last part, that's him saying it. That's the first clip that went out there. There's also another clip that was on a YouTube channel that was uploaded in 2016. Dream raps like a good boy. This is a clip from, I guess, an old friend of Dream, supposedly. And now the video is gone. We'll be taking a look at why it's gone a little bit later. But the video features one of Dream's friends singing a Lil Dicky song. And then Dream at the end says this.
I can't do that. Yeah, well.
Oh, you fucking nigga.
So the guy's saying, you know, the N-word. That's Dream at the end. Supposedly. Allegedly, of course. There was also, again, there's another video on the channel from 2016 titled Dream Sings More. Again, both of these videos were taken down. There was also some logs that were released of Dream's old usernames, apparently. So you had, apparently, this is the allegation, right? Dream owned 2 Minecraft accounts. He owned the Dream account, which its prior name was Delta Ninja, and then it became Dream. But apparently he also owned the Lolly Abductor account, which is an interesting name on its own, but there's also some other names connected to this account. First of all, Drift Ninja, which kind of sounds like Delta Ninja, so that's why people are linking the 2 accounts. There's also a name, Not Dream, which would, I guess, link the accounts. That's what people are saying. There's also a name here, Jews Did, and then they say 9/11, which just, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Last night, I was pretty convinced of the N-word controversy. I was pretty convinced he said it until I looked into it a little bit more. This stuff right here, I mean, it's not been confirmed or denied, but with a name like Jews Did 9/11, I feel like that's way too nuclear for it to be true. There's no way this is actually connected to him. And honestly, the evidence is like, there's no evidence. It's really shaky, like the connections here, you know? Like, oh, they have a similar name, Delta Ninja, Drift Ninja, Not Dream, Dream. Therefore, it must be, you know, the same people running both the accounts. And then the fact that, you know, a high-profile YouTuber, and even in 2015, like, even back then, he would have his account named for 4 months. Jews Did 9/11. I just feel like we're getting a little bit too crazy here for me to believe that. I don't know. It's possible, but I mean, anything is possible. I don't really care about this specific allegation because there's just no way to prove this at all. Let's stay focused more on the N-word stuff. I just thought I'd show this though because it was you know, it is another thing that was flowing around Twitter today. This is Dream's official response. He says, just so people are aware, people are showing a video of some random guy saying the N-word and saying it's me, as well as random accounts with a gross name history and saying it's mine. Neither are me, very clearly. People are disgusting. Just so it's here and not just on my private account. I didn't have the account name Delta Ninja ever. Not me. I wasn't Dream until 2019, and the people who originally spread this obviously know it's fake and are trolling. Hashtag Dream is over party. So then, you know, Dream's friends start going on Twitter and you know, doing pretty much the same thing we did when John Swan was getting accused of lying, which is kind of funny. That's why I was kind of hoping there would be some, you know, hidden level of irony here. You know, Dream lied all of a sudden and all of his friends look like, you know, morons. But that's, unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. But anyway. You got Dream's friends coming here, Bad Boy Halo. People are sharing clips around saying it's Dream in them when it's not. I've known Dream for years and watched the clips, and I know it's not Dream, and it's not something Dream would say or support. The person doesn't even sound like him. Dream says, yeah, it's ridiculous. Also showing random Minecraft accounts that have no connection to me and saying they're mine. Literally a smear campaign. Thank you. Now, saying it doesn't sound like him, I can see this both ways. I mean, it's a voice clip from 2015. Obviously, the voices are going to be a little bit different. If it is the same guy, you know, you don't sound the exact same you did 5 years ago that you do now. You know, your voice does change a little bit. And honestly, I haven't watched enough of Dream's content to really tell if the voice is, like, dead on. It has to be Dream, or if it could maybe be Dream under some interpretation. I don't know. It's a weak connection. I'll give them that for sure. Bad Boy Halo also went on to shit on Geosquare, who's the speedrun guy. He says, hey Geosquare, question for you. Are you still an admin on speedrun.com? I would have thought someone like you would have better investigative skills. Just to clarify, I think it's irresponsible for someone in Geosquare's position to spread false information that could hurt someone's reputation, even on an alt account. I enjoy watching Geosquare's videos, so it makes me upset to see his investigative process has come to this. Now, you might be wondering what they're referencing to. Geosquare apparently made an alternate account, according to this video right here. He made an alt account, he told everyone to follow it, and then on his alt account, he was spreading this idea that, you know, Dream had run these old Minecraft accounts. Geosquare had said in a now deleted post, yo, I don't know if this is 100%, but it seems like Dream was doing some questionable shit in 2017, like slurs and anti-Semitism shit. Also, this image, not 100% sure if it's him, but it has references to Callahan plus Dream on PvP, his original channel name. Pretty sure. Sorry if I'm wrong. So he opens up and says, like, look, I don't know if this is 100%, and look, I could be wrong, but right now he's getting flamed on social media for just sharing this without even verifying it. Even though he's acknowledging that it could be fake, he's kind of getting shit on right now, which I think is a little bit unfair. I can definitely see Dream getting pissed off at him for just, you know, even entertaining these allegations, especially if they're false, but I gotta be real, he even did this on an alt account, which is now, you know, deleted. It's not like he did this on his main, or he made a video on his YouTube channel being like, whoa, guys, whoa, I don't know if this is true or not. You know, he was shooting the shit on a second Twitter account. I don't really know if it's that big of a deal. I don't know if it's really necessary to blow him up on social media like this and question his integrity, but then again, you can argue that the questions are fair to ask for Geosquare, considering he is somebody that people do look up to as, you know, a critical thinker. It is a little bit, I think it is a little bit fair to question him like this. So, you know, on second thought, I actually think, you know, maybe this tweet's a little bit fair. I don't know. I just feel like, I feel like they've been waiting for a reason to shit on him for a while, and it's pretty obvious here. But I mean, hey, if the criticism is fair, then, you know, it's fair. Now this account is now deleted, which is why I have to use this Twitter video to even show you guys this. It's gone. So that's the allegations. That's the response from Dream and his friends. So let's look at the data. First of all, we have Dream's name MC profile right here, which reveals a Minecraft account and their past usernames, as well as their social media and their friends. And apparently when you look up Dream's profile right here, you see his name history. His original account name was Delta Ninja, and now it's Dream, and that name was changed to Dream in 2015. Uh-oh, did we just catch Dream in a lie here? According to Dream, remember, he says, I wasn't Dream until 2019, and I didn't have the account name Delta Ninja. But if you look up his name MC history, it seems like this is the easiest lie to check. Like, this is the worst lie ever told. Like, we just debunked Dream right here. In fact, if you look at his friend's account, you see Bad Boy Halo listed here, and this is very obviously Bad Boy Halo's account. Hell, I even ran my own name into this service to make sure that it was legitimate. I put Augie RFC in here, and yeah, it shows my old name. I guess technically I'm kind of exposing myself right now. I wasn't really ready to reveal my my past on the internet, but whatever. It's relevant to the video. It shows my old name, which is true, and then it shows my Augie SDA name that I used in 2016, and then it shows when I changed my name to Augie RFC. So it's legit for my account. So what about Dream's account over here? What about that shit? Now here's the deal. All right, when I saw this, I was pretty much convinced, like, okay, we got him right here. However, then we found this video dated August 14th, 2020. How I got Dream's old username. This is uploaded by somebody. Oh, they're named Delta Ninja. In fact, they still apparently own the Delta Ninja name to this day. Now, the confusing part about this is that when I typed Delta Ninja into name MC, it just redirected me to Dream's account. So I don't know how this guy still owns the Delta Ninja name, but he does. And apparently in his video, he alleges that he used to know the guy who owned the Dream account. And then in 2019, that guy who owned the Dream name ended up selling his name to Dream in 2019. That's why Dream said he wasn't Dream until 2019 and he never owned the Delta Ninja name. So you might be wondering, why the fuck didn't Dream just say, I bought the account in 2019? That way, people would realize, like, oh, so the guy who used to own the Dream account in 2016, who was saying all those racial slurs, like, that was not actual Dream. That was some guy who happened to own the account beforehand. Why couldn't Dream just say that? Well, according to Nicholas Diorio, as he points out, buying Minecraft accounts is against the terms of service. So it's a bad look either way. Now, I don't think Minecraft or Mojang or Microsoft or whatever, whoever is in charge of banning accounts, I don't think they're going to ban Dream or Dream's at any risk of getting banned. However, it might just be a bad look to openly say on your big platform, you know, have the biggest Minecraft YouTuber of all time openly admit to buying accounts. It's probably a bad look, and it might hurt his standing with the company if he was planning on doing some sort of, you know, deal with them in the future, or if he was planning on, you know, maybe getting, I don't know, some merchandise deal with them or something in the future. Like, business-wise, it looks bad to just admit to breaking the TOS, you know, have the biggest guy, the biggest Minecraft YouTuber just admit to breaking the TOS. Not that it really matters. I doubt it. I don't think. But it might just be a bad look, and that's probably why he didn't want to come right out and say it. That being said, it really does make his statement look really fishy, because he's saying, I never owned the Delta Ninja name, and I wasn't Dream until 2019. But then when you look at his name MC account, you can see that it really does look like he's lying. But if you know, do some digging, if you really do some investigative research and you find this random video from August 14th from the guy who owns the Delta Ninja handle, you can see that actually Dream's explanation, it sort of makes sense now. In fact, I think my friend put up a good timeline. Here's the timeline of events, all right? Some random MC Spurg buys the name, buys Minecraft, and names himself Delta Ninja. Then he changes his name to Dream in 2015. Then he says the N-word with his friends in 2016. Then he sells the account 4 years later in 2019 to the YouTuber Dream. And then, of course, you know, all these clips come up of, you know, Dream saying the N-word when it's not actually the Dream that we know today. It was somebody else who used to be named Dream. Now, if you guys remember how this allegation even came out in the first place, clips from 2016 of Dream, you know, rapping on this random YouTube channel. Actually, this channel that's been inactive for years came back from the dead last night. He wrote, so I guess some Dream stans have found my shitpost videos and assumed that the guy who owned the Dream account way back when is the same guy who has a shit ton of subscribers now. Y'all dumb as hell. Not only has that account swapped hands, probably more after my friend sold it, but they sound nothing alike. I also removed all the videos because this has been a dead channel with all the content being edgy shitposts with a lot of cringy shit. Go back to Twitter, fiends. Somebody asked him, so why right now, huh? Why didn't you do this a long time ago? He says, I did it right now because y'all start blowing up my shit and thinking this little dumbass channel is friends with Dream. Can y'all do the math and tell me how 1.7k sub dead channel is in cahoots with a 1 million plus sub channel? Y'all conspiracy tards going full spaz because you see a username is why now, dummy. I also don't personally give a shit about the guy or his channel. Never watched it other than seeing the shit about him cheating in a speedrun. So now, you know, his argument doesn't really make much sense because, I mean, there's plenty of small channels that are friends with larger channels. But I mean, I guess it's, you know, he's making a logical argument, just saying like, look, I'm a nobody. I've been dead for like 3 years. So why would I suddenly be friends with Dream? I mean, he could have known Dream way back in the day, which is what people were thinking. But I don't know. He's obviously coming out and saying that this is not Dream, this is somebody else. And even Delta Ninja himself made a video debunking the Dream controversy. Now, he doesn't show receipts or facts or data, but he just says that, look, he's testifying. It's really more of a video testifying rather than debunking. He's saying it wasn't Dream. I used to know the old Dream. He was an asshole. He used to say racial slurs all the time. And you know, it probably isn't the new Dream. That's what he's saying basically. So people that know people back in the day are all testifying that it's not Dream. Dream's friends are of course testifying. I mean, why wouldn't they? It seems like, you know, based on the situation here, I mean, the MC name does look sketchy, but if he did buy the account and people are testifying, people who knew the old Dreamer saying that, yeah, he sold his account, then Dream's story actually does make sense. He should have just come out and said, like, look, I bought the account to just deal with all the skepticism in the first place, but again, that's breaking the TOS, so he couldn't just come out and say that. So anyway, guys, that is a really confusing way of putting it, but, it seems like Dream didn't say the N-word, so it's so funny we have to play like detective work to figure this out. But yeah, that's the biggest controversy right now. Dream saying the N-word doesn't look like he said it. I wish he did though, because it would be a good meme, but he didn't. So in the efforts of being, you know, completely transparent and fair, no, he didn't say the N-word. And yeah, well, goodbye. See you later.